Apple computers are pricey, particularly if you live in the UK. When the pound nosedived against the dollar last year, Apple whacked up the prices of all of their computers, iPads and iPhones, and this coincided with the launch of the M2 Pro and Max machines. So we haven't been too keen to buy them, particularly as the M1 Pro and Max are so good and could be found cheaper at places like Amazon. I say could, because Amazon don't have any stock of those machines anymore, so there aren't any cheap deals to be had. And of course the pound has bounced back pretty quick against the dollar and returned to the pre-price hike levels. But Tim Cook seems to have forgotten to put the prices back down. I'm sure it's on his radar, he is a busy man after all. But in the meantime, what about buying certified refurbished machines from Apple? They're certainly cheaper, but would you want a refurbished machine? As it happens, I have a few here, so let's take a look. Apple's certified refurbished products are available at up to 15% off the retail price, and that's the discount that we got with these models. The device itself is inspected and thoroughly cleaned so that it looks like new. In fact, in the case of iOS devices, you'll get a new battery and a new outer shell. And you get all of the accessories and cables that you would have got if you bought it new. It's just that you get a plain white box that says refurbished on it. The refurbished devices from Apple get a full 1-year warranty, and then you can add Apple Care insurance onto that so that you're fully covered. And of course, Apple's usual return policy applies, so you can return the device if you're not happy. So let's crack one open and take a look at it. So the outer packaging looks exactly like you get with the full retail versions. I do think Apple do the best packaging, they really do. Even the outer carton is a thing of beauty. And there we go, there's our box for our MacBook Pro. As you can see, it's just a plain white box. It doesn't have an image of the laptop on it like a retail box would, and it does say certified refurbished at the bottom here. And there is our certified refurbished MacBook. It's in all of the same packaging that you would expect to find a new one in. So there's all our cables. We should have a charging brick in there somewhere as well, which will be underneath. It all looks brand new. There's no marks on anything. I suspect these accessories are in fact brand new. So let's unwrap the laptop itself. Can you tell the difference? That's the question. So it's a nice space grey. This is an M2 Max 16-inch MacBook Pro. And let me make sure the overhead camera can see it. There's not a mark on it, which is exactly what I would expect. Get the usual bit of paper. Something else that you'll notice is the keyboard looks absolutely brand new, box fresh. There's no shiny keys or anything like that. There's no marks on the machine anywhere, no residue or anything like that. It looks exactly like a brand new machine, and the unboxing experience, apart from the difference in the box, is exactly the same. Now, we've bought a few of these refurbished machines now, and we haven't had any problems with them. In fact, in most cases, it would seem that these machines are actually returns that have been barely used. But if it is a machine that's had a hardware issue, then the faulty hardware will have been replaced. So to all intents and purposes, it's like a new machine. And I'm looking forward to actually finally reviewing an M2 Max on the channel, and it has been a while since I did any Mac content. Now, something else that you might not know is that my son Ben, who's sat behind the camera, does the vast majority of editing and shooting of B-roll for my videos, because I don't have the time. And what Ben doesn't know is that this particular machine is not for our web development business. This is his new editing computer. Yay! We've been toting my Mac Studio to and from home and work, which is not particularly convenient. So I'm going to sell the Mac Studio, and we're upgrading then to this 16-inch laptop, which should be a decent step up. And this particular machine is a bit of a beast. It's the M2 Max with 12-core CPU, 38-core GPU, there's 32 gigs of RAM, and a 1TB SSD. Before the Mac Studio goes, we will do some tests between the two machines, because I'm interested to see how the M1 Max and M2 Max compare for our specific workflow, and I'll bring that to the channel in a video soon. Personally, I'm still going to be using my 14-inch M1 Max laptop. It's the one that my main business provides me, but I do use it for video editing when I'm not at home at my workstation. And it handles everything I throw at it, so I'm very confident that this 16-inch M2 Max will do an even better job. Now, even though it's a discounted refurbished machine, it's still a big outlay. So before Ben gets too excited and before I get castigated in the comments section, this is a business asset that Ben gets to use. It's not a personal gift. Sorry, Ben. And of course, the usual economics of buying for a business apply. So I get it even cheaper because we get the sales tax back, which is 20% in the UK. And of course, I can write down the value of the machine against future profit, so I save even more. Now, true, when you consider it in this context, 15% may not seem like a huge difference, but what you're getting here is basically the same as buying new. The machine looks brand new, it's got a warranty like a new machine, and with the money you save, you can add AppleCare insurance, which I definitely recommend on a computer like this. And you might even have enough change left over for a protective sleeve or a nice bag to go with it. So if you're in the market for a new Mac, iPad, or iPhone and you want to save money, well, I'd still suggest checking Amazon out because they often have discounts on brand new products. And there are some links in the description if you want to support the channel, but otherwise, I wouldn't be nervous about trying out Apple's certified refurbished products. To find the link to the store, you go to the Apple website, scroll down to the bottom, and you can see the link here. So I hope this has been useful. Please subscribe for more tech and Apple content, and don't forget to ring the bell because otherwise YouTube simply won't surface my future content for you. Now, have you bought refurbished before? Was it a good experience? Let me know in the comments section, and I'll see you again soon for some more geekery.